number of weeks ago, we talked on the show about dogs getting dragged. We had some horrific cases we talked about, and it really emphasized needing to secure your animal if you're driving your animal in your car or in the pickup truck, bed of a pickup truck, which technically is illegal. Well, we had another situation here in Southern California this week. Absolutely gorgeous 10-month-old white German Shepherd tied to a pickup truck in Riverside and dragged. And a situation where, luckily, not very far before somebody spotted this and started honking at the woman driving this red pickup truck, who pulled over, released the dog, and then took off. Now, the wonderful part about it is this gorgeous German Shepherd is out at the Riverside County Department of Animal Control and has some abrasions, some lesions on her feet. She's going to be fine. That's the important thing. She's going to be absolutely fine. And a lot of people have stepped up saying, I want to adopt her because she's absolutely gorgeous. But here's the deal. They are still looking for the driver of the red pickup truck. So if you were anywhere around the Riverside area and you saw this happening, it's a red pickup truck. This happened at the intersection of Claycroft and Peacock Lanes, and they certainly are looking for anybody with any information about this. So if you know somebody who's missing a white German Shepherd, has a red pickup truck, anything that might help them to find this person who did this and was aware that they were doing it, you're really urged to call the animal shelter there in Riverside at 951-358-7387, 951-358-7387, okay? But the good news is, the most important thing in this whole story is this gorgeous white German Shepherd is going to be just fine. And, whew, beautiful animal. You know, if you're going to take your dog, put it in the cab with you. Don't put it back in the bed of the pickup truck. You know, they can fall out. You go over a bump, they fall out. You don't notice. All kinds of horrific things can happen. Bed of your pickup truck's not the place for your best friend, okay? Something else going on this week, and we were trying to hook up with Lieutenant Aaron Reyes, and something apparently has happened. I think Murphy's Law kind of took over today because, boy, it's been an interesting show. We lost our first segment to technical difficulties, but heck. Anyway, I want to tell you about this. I can't wait. And even without Aaron, I know the details, so I'm going to give this to you. This is something special for Southern California. They have kicked off yesterday. The Department of Animal Care and Control has partnered with the LA Animal Alliance, which is a nonprofit animal shelter assistance organization, and yesterday kicked off the Fall 5000 Super Adoption Event. And this is a racing-themed campaign connecting all the communities with the local animal shelters to increase adoptions, save lives, benefit local charities, and honor veterans throughout the greater Los Angeles region throughout November of this year. Now, of course, you know, November, we have Veterans Day coming up. So here's the deal, okay? Here's the deal. Honoring veterans, there will be no-cost pet adoptions for active or retired veterans during this campaign and also throughout the month of December. So if you're an active or retired veteran, you can go down to any of the 6 Los Angeles County, not the city ones, the county animal shelters, and you can adopt the dog or cat or bunny rabbit or whatever of your choice for free. That is fantastic because, you know, in this economy, and we've heard this from a lot of people, they would love to adopt an animal. They don't have the money for the adoption fees. And we've talked about this on the show before, people saying the adoption fees are too high. Well, there's a lot that goes into those adoption fees. The care of the animal, the spay-neuter of the animal, the vaccinations your animal goes out with, all of those things, you know, just paying for the shelter staff to care for that animal. Nobody's trying to boost the rates too high. It's just the cost of doing what they do. But for the month of November and December, those fees are waived if you are an active or retired veteran. And what a wonderful gift the County of Los Angeles is giving to our veterans. Absolutely fantastic. Now, if you're not a veteran, okay, today and tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday, there are adoption fees discounted for you as part of the Fall 5000 Super Adoption Event. So if you're thinking about a cat or if you're thinking about a dog, now is the absolute perfect time to do it. And you go down to our county shelters here in Southern California. They have some beautiful animals. Every time I go in there, it's terrible. I want to just get a giant box and put them all in there because they are fantastic. We're talking about cats. We're talking about dogs. We're talking about some purebred dogs too, if that's your liking. You'd be amazed at the quality of the animals at our county and our city shelters here in Los Angeles and Southern California. So some people are concerned. I think I've heard it all. You know, they're worried about getting an older animal. They're worried about an animal. They don't know where that animal came from, what the animal has been exposed to up until this point in its life. Don't worry about it. You go to the shelters, there is a background on every animal there, as much as they know, and they've had behaviorists work with the animal so they can tell you this is an animal that's great with kids, or this is an animal that maybe kids aren't in the offing. This is a dog that's great with other dogs. This is a dog that loves cats, whatever. You're really going to get a fully vetted animal. And right now, go down to the Southern California, County of Los Angeles Animal Care and Control Centers. Today and tomorrow, discounts for the whole month of November and December. Active or retired vets, your adoption fees are being picked up. We're back on the Pet Project here in just a couple of minutes. A few more things to talk to you about as we wrap up our show for today. And you are listening to Tammy Trujillo along with the CHM Basset Cat, Clayton, who's, well, he's snoozing in the studio. We'll be right back.
Are you tired of commuting